Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. I am at home this week, joined by the Petrol pup, fast asleep on the sofa. Don't tell Mrs. Petrol, she's not meant to be on the new sofas. And the Petrol pooch is down in her bed, down there, being a very good girl. But yes, I am at home this week, and I've got a bit more of a kind of editing, admin, sort my life out week, having had a couple of days away at the beginning of the week filming with a very, very special car. If you follow me on social media, I was filming with a Ferrari 488 Pista on Monday. What a car. That video should be epic, by the way. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen so I don't block out the Petrol pup. And that's it, a very simple format. So, without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, leader of the pack last week was Michael Kemba. I think that might be your first. Congratulations, sir. Joined in the Magnificent 7 by Mark C, Francois G, Kilo Bravo 99, Mad Paddy and Tango S, Stan Elder and Andy Hopton. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week. And the first 7 comments, you will be in my Magnificent 7. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Kevy427 who was watching the Midweek 180 from inside my barn. Yes, because last week he was over here installing an electric car charger. Video coming to the channel very, very soon. But wherever you are right now, and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. I think that's definitely the first time someone's been watching it at my house. Last week's question was any double take moments. Again, some brilliant ones, far too many to mention all of them. But I did like Kevin Cross, who was driving through Wales once, looked over to the car next door, which is a Citroen 2CV, and there was a pony in the passenger seat. Very random. Now, this week's question, I just wanted to know, because yesterday evening I booked my COVID jab. So I just wanted to know who's had the jab and who hasn't. And I wonder, that's probably going to give us a really good indication of the demographic of my audience. Formula One this coming weekend, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix from Italy. Can't wait to see the next one. I think it's going to be really, really close. But just thought it would be useful to note that the Saturday time, so qualifying time, has been moved so that cars aren't on track during the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral. So qualifying is 1400 hours local time. That is 1 o'clock in the afternoon British summertime. So just make sure, if you are a mega fan, it's been moved an hour earlier. This week's car I want to talk about was this one is the Bentley Continental GT3 Pikes Peak. Now, this car is going to be running on renewable fuels. It's going to be some kind of biofuel. They're actually still working on exactly what the makeup of the fuel is going to be. But it's going to be going for the Pikes Peak Challenge, and it's part of a program in Bentley called Beyond 100. So as of 2023, all Bentleys will be hybrid, and by 2030, all Bentleys will be full EV. But they've got this Beyond 100 program to look at synthetic and biofuels. And I think really big part of the future of internal combustion engine cars is synthetic fuels, because amazing stat, 80% of all Bentleys ever sold are still on the road. I find that amazing. But yes, Rhys Millen, who actually won Pikes Peak in 2018 in a Bentayga, or got records in a Bentayga in 2019 in a Continental GT, is going to go for the record in June. And then this Friday's video at 6 p.m. is my second in my 2-part BMW M3 and M4 competition. Not bad timing. So yes, so I just think the Bentley thing's really interesting. I get lots and lots of comments whenever I do an EV video or a hybrid video about the future of cars and how everything's going EV and so on, and how maybe we should be looking at hydrogen, which of course we should be, but I think one of the really big areas that we're going to start to see, and especially in motorsport, is synthetic fuels. Porsche have just invested a shed load of money in synthetic fuels research. Bentley are doing the same thing. And I think it's really interesting. A couple of months ago, I kind of was on a Zoom call with Andy Palmer, ex-CEO of Aston Martin and Nissan. And He's a massive believer in synthetic fuel. So I'm really interested to see about the Bentley Continental GT3 Pikes Peak. I mean, let's face it looks wicked. Anyway, I'm rambling on that one. This Friday's video at 6 is the second part of my M3, M4 video. So it is the BMW M3 competition. And you might think, well, surely it's the same as the M4 competition. You couldn't be more wrong. They are so similar in many respects, those two cars, but they are also very different driving propositions. I find it really interesting driving them back to back like that. Then if you haven't seen Monday's video was a long-range test where I drove an Audi S3 Sportback to Edinburgh and back, and that video is doing really well, so make sure you give that one a view. But anyway, guys, I hope you're doing all okay. Any of you got out on a Monday for a beer, or you've been enjoying the new lifting of restrictions in England? I know it's slightly different in Wales and Scotland, but we're certainly in England enjoying the fact that we can now go to an outside beer garden and enjoy proper beer with food. But I hope you're doing all right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on the next film, which is this Friday at 6 o'clock. For the BMW M3 competition. Really good car. Like when I say really good, I mean really good. Did you like it? What do you reckon? No? A bit tired? Haven't done anything today. And she's tired. Oh, off she goes. See you in the next film, guys. You take care. Drive safe.